So ALGO has surged by just under 8%, following a smooth to the downside where I've been tracking a corrective move made up of a WX Y structure, and that would then complete the wave 4. And so what I'm looking at for right now is for a continuation to the upside where we then breach past this local high at 18.49 cents and then tap into the wave 5 target sitting between 18.88 cents to 19.52 cents. And here you can actually see that we ended up going slightly deeper than this level at 16.94 cents, where we ended up reaching 16.91 cents. And yeah, it looks like we then ended up completing this corrective move to the downside, and it's possible that we are now within the wave 5. And so for this to happen, the wave 5 will need to be made up of 5 waves. So if I draw that in, essentially what could be taking place right now is this will be the wave 1, and then this will be the wave 2, and then could have a wave 3, 4, and 5 play out like so. So if I remove this and bring in the fib tools, and here you can actually see that we have not yet reached the 1.618 level at 18.41 cents, which is this level here, and instead we have just about extended beyond the 1.236 retracement level at 18.14 cents. And so it is possible that this is a WXY structure where that Y wave ended up extending beyond the typical requirements, and then we could have that retracement to the downside. And in order for us to have a 5-wave move, then what we need is for ALGO to not breach past this level at 17.57 cents. And reason being is because what you can't have is the wave 4 cross the wave 1 or the wave 2 origin. And so yeah, this is the next move that I'm looking at for right now, for us to essentially break this level at 18.49 cents and then see that continuation to the upside where we then tap into this region here. And here it does look like we have a 5-wave move that's in play, where if I was to remove this and draw that in, so it looks like we had a double bottom setup that took place, where this is the wave 1, and then we had a wave 2, and then it looks like we are now within our wave 3, and we can have a wave 4 and 5 to complete that 3rd wave, and then we see that retracement to the downside to complete the 4th wave, followed by a final push to the upside. And so if I bring in the fib tools, and here you can actually see that we extended beyond the 1.618 level. And so it looks like we are within a wave 3 right now. And of course, we have seen this red candlestick. And so it's possible that this wave 3 is complete. And we are now within this wave 4 to the downside. And you can see that we are within overbought conditions as things stand at the moment on the hourly chart. And very quickly, if I go on the 4-hour chart, same could be said. So we are within the overbought conditions. So if I go on a 5-minute chart just to see what's actually taking place within the wave 3. So yeah, it does look like we have a 5-wave move that's in play right now. And of course, here you can see that we have this corrective move that's in play also, made up of a WXY structure. And so the short-term target will be the 1 to 1.236 retracement level, where we ended up reaching anywhere between 17.98 cents to 18.02 cents. And of course, that kind of coincides with that 50 EMA. So we could briefly lose that 50 EMA where we wick below it into this region, and then we see a bounce to the upside. And so that'll be the next move that I'll be looking at for in the short term. And here you can see that we are oversold also. And so, yeah, I am looking at for that next move to the downside. And so, yeah, ALGO is looking decent right now compared to all the other assets like Cardano and XRP. It has been making some big moves recently, and yeah, as you guys know, I've been tracking this 5-wave move, where following on from my previous video, I mentioned how it is possible that the 5-wave move actually ended up completing at 18.49 cents, and what we could be witnessing right now is a corrective move to the downside, where we could see a 50 to 18.2% retracement of this OA structure, followed by a fan push to the upside, where we then even tap into this region. But currently, I'm still looking out for this 5-wave move, where rather than this being a X wave, instead it's a wave 4, and then we see that wave 5 play out, where we then tap into this region. And so yeah, that's just my update on ALGO. Hopefully you found it useful, and if you did, then feel free to hit that like button, and if you're new, feel free to subscribe. Take it easy, people. Peace.